On this week's Between the Bytes, we're going to be discussing some robotics news with Boston Dynamics, a smart city, a smart drug, and much more. Stay tuned. Welcome to Between the Bytes, where we're not as smart as your average nerd. My name is Rosh Vakchandapur.
And I'm Gary Arnold. Our first headline this week is about Microsoft and LinkedIn. Microsoft purchased LinkedIn for $26 billion last year. The integration is finally coming to fruition. Now, if you are an Office 365 subscriber, you can, when using Word to create a resume, you can now integrate with LinkedIn. You will be able to pull job descriptions that are similar to your own and compare and hopefully write a better job description, pull in skills that may be relevant to your industry, as well as see job matches directly in Word. To be honest, not a super useful integration.
Not necessary.
But hey, if that's what you need to create your resume, go for it.
Baby
the
steps.
integration's now there.
Baby steps LinkedIn. Gary, I was at the Apple store the other day, and there was a robbery. Yeah, and I was brought in because I was an eyewitness. Next, Boston Dynamics, a company that we've previously discussed here on Between the Bytes, which was purchased by SoftBank out in China. They're known for robotics and mechanics and AIs, and they have now released their newest robot, the Soft Mini. If you guys recall, the old Boston Dynamics robots were a little more terrifying, a little scary, and intimidating. Where the Soft Mini is not as much. The reviews actually read it's slightly less terrifying than its predecessors. It can slouch over. It's a lot more adorable, some would say.
Killing us softly, as they say. Hey, Rosh.
Yep.
A patient bursts into a doctor's office and says, "I think I'm a deck of cards." And the doctor says, "Hold on, please. I'll be dealing with you later."
Oh, man.
DJI, the most popular drone maker in America, which makes over 65% of the drones that are on the market, recently demoed a new product that they're going to be offering, but not for consumers. This product is designed for airports and other high security areas to detect drones. They demoed it at a California airport where they turned on the system and they were able to detect private drone flyers up to 10 miles out and beyond. The system will be used to keep track of who is flying illegally in a very controversial industry and a lot of change going on right now. Right now they're just able to see the drone, and if it's a DJI drone, they can only detect DJI drones. They can pull up an email account and send a nice email saying, hey, maybe don't fly here anymore. There's obviously a lot more things to work out in the system, but it's interesting to see how drones will progress in our technology going forward.
Gary, I went on a walk last night. It was pretty dark, and I saw these two peanuts walking. It was really strange, and one of them was assaulted. Bill Gates' investment group is investing over $80 million to create a smart city with over 24,000 acres of land and over 80,000 homes. The goal of this city is to have automated vehicles, highest speed data facilities, as well as industrial and residential areas in general. We've previously discussed stuff like this with Facebook, building their Facebook village, but that was strictly for employees. And it's planned to be just in Belmont, Arizona. Hey, Gary?
I Googled how to start a wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
I got 48,000 matches. Mozilla just announced their latest version of their web browser, Firefox. Firefox 57, they're on their 57th version. This browser is bigger, better, and faster than ever. The new browser is using new ways to load up scripts and load up the information for web pages so that it's even faster than ever. And it also features a new user interface, so it's a little bit easier to use and nice looking. So if you're into Firefox or looking for an alternative browser, be sure to check it out.
Hey, Gary?
Hey, Rosh.
Hey, man. I've been really stressed. I've been tasked with organizing this space party I have to plan it. Next, this is some breaking FDA news. The FDA has now approved the first smart drug. It's called Abilify. It's used for bipolar disorders, and it's basically, you can add a chip that is incorporated into the drug. It's called MySight. And it's about the size of a grain of sand. And while being digested, there is a patch on the side of the rib cage that can process if it was taken, when it was taken, the diagnostics of the body, the vitals, and you can actually volunteer this information to your doctor as well, so they can monitor how well or if at all you are taking your medication. This is really groundbreaking medical advancements here that we're looking at.
Hey Raj, if you spent your day in a well, would you say that it was well spent?
And in this week's tech history. 11 years ago, Microsoft created the Zune, and they released it to compete with the Apple iPod, and we all know how that went.
They were a little behind the times on that one.
Very behind the times. Swing and a miss. And also on November 13th, 2006, Google acquired YouTube for $1.65 billion, and they haven't looked back since. That was a smart investment.
Great investment there.
Yeah, well done.
That's it for this week's episode. Before we sign off, we want to let you know about a special contest we're running. Until the end of November, if you subscribe, share, and comment on our videos, you'll be entered to win an Amazon Echo. We'll be announcing the winner at the end of November. Subscribe, share the video, and then comment with your favorite smartphone app in the YouTube or Facebook comments. We'll enter you in for your chance to win an Amazon Echo, and we'll announce the winner here in a couple weeks. So be sure to check us out in a few weeks to come and enter the contest to win.
Woo! We'll see you next week.
See ya.